And the 1-2. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Beckham. Comes Brad Ausmus now out to talk with Tim Welke. Well, the Tigers right now are making a change here in mid-inning. Austin Jackson's being pulled out of the game, and this probably is something that is real indicative of what's about to happen.
Wow.
How about this? Austin Jackson is being taken out of this game now. Rajai Davis going out to center field. And apparently, Mr. Jackson is headed the other way in the deal.
I think these fans kind of understand what's going on, too. They're giving Austin a really nice round of applause.
How about this? Austin Jackson being taken out of the game and getting a standing ovation from Tigers fans, who apparently have seen his high-flying act in center field one final time in a Detroit uniform. And Jackson now being greeted by his teammates.
Man, there has been some big names change places on the final day of the trade deadline.
You are not kidding. Austin Jackson taken out of the game here in the 7th. And apparently headed the other way in a trade involving David Price. But wait and see. Shallow pop-up right field, and it's going to be caught by Kinsler. What a play. He'll hold the runner at third base. Two gone. It's a heck of a running play there by Kinsler. Meanwhile, Jackson saying his goodbyes. What a surreal feeling that has to be, to walk off the field in the middle of an inning.
It's got to be difficult for Austin if, in fact, he is going to whichever team he's going to. If it's a 3-team deal, 2-team trade, if he is moving and going somewhere else, it's going to be bittersweet for him. There's no doubt about that.
Austin got to the big leagues with the Tigers.
Nice curveball. Throws hard.
And a nice big hand for Wilmer Flores as he comes to bat. Most of these fans know that Wilmer's about to get traded. And social media being such these days, everybody knows what the situation is. It's a little odd that Wilmer's still in the game, but the fans giving him a nice send-off here. Ground to him right at the shortstop, Amarista. And Flores retired, 2 out.
You never want to get traded. Your first trade is always the most difficult. That had to be a very difficult at bat for him.
Well, he's been in this organization since he was 16 years old. But it's got to be strange for the other guys in the dugout too, right? You've got a player who's been in your organization for 7 years, who you valued, who you are trading clearly to bring back an important asset. And the fact that he's out there and risking injury at a time when you're trying to consummate the trade is strange in itself. But for him to be that emotional and out on the field just strikes me as odd.
Well, this is a business part of the game, Gary, and it can be heartless and unsympathetic. I am not one to, provide a towel to cry on one's shoulder, but I feel for Wilmer. I know exactly what he's going through.
Well, this was after Wilmer Flores came off the field in the top of the inning. Terry Collins went over to him, and he had a rather lengthy heart-to-heart with Wilmer, and I don't know exactly what's being communicated here, but clearly Terry is concerned about what has happened here tonight, with Flores having spent the last 4 or 5 innings in limbo, with the world believing that he's been traded to Milwaukee, but the deal not yet consummated. It's led to tears for Wilmer Flores, and once the conversation was over, he took his equipment, headed down the tunnel, and it looks as though he is not going to take an at bat if his turn comes up here in the ninth. So it appears the Mets career of Wilmer Flores, at least for the moment, has come to an end. David Wright following Wilmer down the tunnel, and